the town. Everywhere we go, we bring the curtains down. Shandor's got his head up in the clouds so high. And Froggy's dropping truth bombs, making grown men cry. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like a life's devotion. For bars and cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. Shandor's got a mouth that never knows when to quit. He'll say the wrong thing just for the hell of it. Froggy's on a rant about the state of the nation, while Shandor's in the corner lacking concentration. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like a life's devotion. From bars to cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another, cause the night's getting finer. Shandor's a dreamer with his head in the world. Froggy's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. Shandor tried to flirt, but it turned into a mess. He called her a lady, she heard hot mess. Froggy's on his soapbox, preaching to the crowd, but all they hear is noise, cause he's way too loud. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like a life's devotion. From bars to cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. So if you see us coming, better lock the door. Cause Shandor and Froggy are always looking for more. We're a whirlwind of chaos, a two-man parade. And we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another, cause the night's getting finer. Shandor's a dreamer with his head in a whirl. Froggy's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another, cause the night's getting finer. Shandor's a dreamer with his head in the whirl. Froggy's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. Shandor tried to flirt, but it turned into a mess. He called her a lady, she heard hot mess, didn't find her. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till I let your hair curl. So if you see us coming, better lock the door. Cause Shandor and Farty are always looking for more. We're a whirlwind of chaos, a two-man parade. And we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. Yeah, we'll...
Fucking yeah, so like that bit in Red Dwarf there with that episode, and they
Uh-huh.
got Rimmer in that fucking like Rocky Horror fucking drag queen
Yeah,
get
where he's
up,
wearing
right?
like the corset and the fucking boy shorts. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like I think he's kicked Listed down a fucking flight of stairs, and he goes like, I'm going to whip you within an inch of your life, and then I'm going to have you like that. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I can't wait for fucking China to invade, because the first chance I
Wait.
get to bail up some PLA soldier and I get my merry way with him with all
What
the
the?
fucking time in the world, I'm gonna say that shit to him.
Holy fuck, Christy, dude! Mengele would tell you to chill, dude. Calm down, dude. Calm the fuck down. Fuck, that's horrifying, dude. Shit.
I'm gonna do it in the nude too with a
Thank
raging
you.
hard on.
Oh my god, Farty, fucking calm down, dude. What? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for what is surely the shortest fucking stream here on Exiled Opinions. Thank.
Oh yeah, no, I know what the cherry on the top would be, other than the big screen TV behind me. That scene from the Serbian movie where the fucking main character fucks the producer in the eye and kills him
Oh shit.
with a
Have a
drug-induced boner.
taste of my murder shaft in your eye socket.
gives new term to the gives new meaning to the term "fucked in the head."
Yeah, yeah, that it does, Farty. Oh man, shit. All right, well, thank you for giving me nightmares for the next couple of hours, next couple of days, and I appreciate it. Farty humping things to death after he's killed them. Oh shit. I forgot something here. I
Well,
I forgot something. Oh, wrong button. Wrong.
where'd we waste all of that on fucking dead air?
No. I didn't delete Doku from our little happy gathering here. Yeah. You know why I put Doku in the middle?
What?
Because he's just there for us to fuck him.
So he's the meat. He's the filling in the sandwich.
Yeah. He's the cream in our pie. Or wait, no, we're the cream in his pie. I don't know how that works. Someone's gonna have to help me out.
He's the cream in the Twinkie. We just got to stuff him.
There it is.
No, he's just the empty Twinkie.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
fuck it.
There hasn't been much newsworthy lately. Everything's just been kind of the same shit on repeat as it has been for like what, the last 10 weeks.
Well, there's fucking tampon bloody Tim. Apparently, fucking when he was a choco, fucking bloody somehow was finagled into drinking a gallon of horse cum. Not
Yeah,
sure
but
how
that's
but
not
anyway.
even that's not even newsworthy. It's like that was just typical fucking bullshit college hazing.
But on that note though, in a tactic suggested by Elizabeth Warren in recent days, tampon Tim's come out as a fucking Indian, and his Indian name apparently is drinking horse jizz.
Yeah. I guess the only real news that's surrounding that person, I'm not even gonna fucking say his name. The only real news surrounding that individual is oh right, that yep, I had that down there for a reason. The only real news surrounding him is that the Kamala campaign is now running damage control, going, oh well, he misspoke about his rank in the military. Yeah, he misspoke for 25 fucking years.
Hang on a tick. One moment, please. What was it?
What are you looking for, Farty?
Just something. I was having a conversation with some other company, Twitter. Where the fuck was it? The fuck, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fucking. Hang on.
What was it, Farty? What was it?
Shit, fucking goddamn, I'm still fucking learning how to use this fucking stupid abortion fucking kind of thing.
Farty. I don't know what it was, Farty.
Hang on. Okay, Universal Code of Military Justice, Article 106, impersonation of an officer, a non-commissioned or petty officer, agent, or official. The MCM states under Article 106, impersonation of that shit, fucking any service member may be prosecuted if they willfully or wrongfully impersonate an officer or a non-commissioned officer or a petty officer, an agent or a superior authority of one of the armed forces or a government official. Any impersonation may or may not be conducted with the intent to defraud. Service member may also be charged with Article 106 violation if they wrongfully, willfully, and without intent to defraud or impersonate an official of the government by committing an act that exercises or asserts the authority of the office that that person claims to have. So even by stating you have the wrong rank, you are fucking in violation of Article 106 of the Universal Code of Military Justice, which
Farty.
is that's the charge.
Farty. Do you think they actually give a shit whether or not they broke the law?
Oh no, but just as I said to this bloke when I sent him the article, and it's like if America has it to be a charge of impersonation, but I'm pretty sure they have a similar law. I'm pretty sure they do have a similar law, but
Yeah,
your legal system.
yeah, you gotta have a sense of justice to impose a sense of justice.
But I'm wondering if the provost corps or the fucking bloody whatever the fuck the fucking judge advocates corps or whatever
Shit.
fucking shit will fucking go after him after the election under Trump's orders.
Probably not. If we're being honest, probably not. Oh, mother bastard. It's not what I wanted to do.
Be interesting to see if any high-ranking members of actual fucking military might take it upon themselves after the election.
No, probably not. If we're being honest, probably not.
Well, it is being seen as fucking stolen valor and a bit of a fucking smear on fucking, other people, considering that, like, not only is he impersonating rank, but he's also claiming that he went to war when he didn't.
I know, he fucked off a second fucking. He retired from the military the second he was ordered to go to fucking Afghanistan, or was it Iraq or something?
Makes things worse.
What's that?
Which kind of makes things
It
worse.
does. Yeah, he's not. He's not a fucking hero. He's a
No.
fucking pedophile and a fucking war criminal. Not to mention a
He's a coward.
fucking. Huh?
He's a coward.
Yeah. If you can't. Even,
Absolute fucking coward.
even I tried to get into the fucking military and couldn't because of my fucking mental health history. I couldn't fucking do it. I wanted to, but I couldn't fucking do it. Alright? I was not allowed that fucking privilege. I was not allowed that honor. And it would have gotten me out of my fucking... It would have gotten me out of the shittiest fucking life I had lived up until my 18th birthday. Alright? It would have gotten me out of so much shit, and I never had the fucking chance to. And we have assholes like this who are just fucking, I was, a thing for 25. No, you weren't, you fuck. Alright? My father served in fucking Vietnam, lied about his age when he was 15 fucking years old to squeak in, right? And fucking get into the military. Which was a fucking thing back in the day, and I don't want you cannot prove to me otherwise. Like, there's documentation.
That was a thing.
Huh?
That was a thing.
It was.
That was a thing. In fact, it's a published thing that, like, I think it was the youngest soldier in the U.S. Army to die was like 14 or something like that. He lied his way in. So no, it is a thing, and that's been a thing since like World War One. Fucking, but back then they were looking for so many guys. They really weren't being that diligent, and like cunts as young as 12 were getting in.
Look at a Captain America, right? Look at the story of Captain America. When you read the comic books, dude went.
World War II happened. It was rampant then too.
Yeah, and dude went from city to fucking city, town to fucking town. He was basically fucking homeless, going around to different fucking, and the movie portrays it differently, but the core idea is the same. He fucking moved around all the fucking time on a day-to-day fucking basis before the military's like, all right, we're going to give you this experimental serum that's going to allow you to join the military. And it turned him into a fucking super soldier.
But we sorted that out in Australia by allowing people to join at 16.
Yeah.
And they were finding, like, well, it was all right during Vietnam when we had conscription because, well, fucking we didn't have to send 16-year-olds. And hippie parents weren't really letting their kids join at that age anyways. But fucking, it was after the Gulf War where sort of the stigma of Vietnam and, their kids dying 1,000 miles, 10,000 miles away from home and all this kind of shit was going around. And we effectively only sent the Navy. And I remember there was this one fucking faggot that jumped ship in fucking, was it South Australia, I think it was, and he's there at home crying in his mummy's arms. I don't want to go to war. I was like, why'd you join the Navy for, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
but like, yeah, we sent what 3 ships to the Gulf War. They did absolutely sweet fuck all. They never fired a fucking shot, and they came home fucking heroes and got medals. Um, you know, but yes, but sort of at that point, the army was sort of like, oh well, fuck, okay, might have to start asking parents for parental consent to send their people off to overseas or on deployment or anything like that under 18 years old. So they tended not to fucking put the 16-year-olds into the things that were going to be deployed and all this until they were 18, and then gave them the choice of fucking moving, let's say, like proper infantry or something
Yeah.
like that. But that's sort of their design that, like, if you're 14, so just wait a couple of years, son, you can get in, properly and fucking, if you are 16, you're not going to get in fucking under 18 or something, which is the actual fucking sort of
Right.
legal age. Oh, which incidentally, because of Vietnam, is lowered from 21. That's how we did that, because we argued that conscript at 18 but can't vote or drink in a pub or have a fuck till 21.
Yeah.
Or have a fuck in a brothel.
You
So
can
if
kill
you're going to
someone
set,
at 18, but you can't fucking drink.
yeah. So yeah, you can. If you can, the poor cunt can go to war. Why not give him a fucking say in the matter? A fucking something to fucking drink and something to get his dick wet with.
Yeah.
And then, so that's how we loaded 18.
Yeah. But as I was saying, like I was never afforded that opportunity because of my mental health status. I'd already been hospitalized twice by the time I was 16. I wasn't allowed to go into the military. I tried. Like I had my date and everything. I was going to fucking boot camp. I was like a week into boot camp, and they sent me home. They said we can't have you because of your mental health stuff that came back. And here's the thing: is like back in the '90s and in the 2000s, shit like that was kind of slow. I mean, it's not. It's still kind of slow, and there's still kind of some red tape and shit right now. But it was kind of slow process for me, at least, because they were like, well, we need to check your medical history. We need to do this, that, the other thing. They found out I was in the hospital for depression and shit like that. And so they sent me home. I wasn't even allowed to finish my first fucking week in boot camp. You know? So when I see shit like this, when I see shit like fucking I really don't want to fucking say his name. That fucking pedophile Warhawk talking about how he served and how he was this, that, and the other thing. It's kind of an insult.
Speaking of fucking wackos and military and shit like that, here's a couple of stories for you. Remind me of Jamie Norris. He'll never listen to this, so if I can get away with telling it. After this one, I'll tell you that one. Fucking, we were out at Singleton for an annual field exercise, and had everyone like down in the platoons and shit for the night, and had fucking people in the gun pits, fucking on their pickets and shit like that, and pretty much everyone was sleeping. I could hear fucking shooting off in the distance, and there was another Army Reserve unit off in the fucking next range over doing live fire.
Right.
And fucking, it was me and a few of the training officers and the other NCOs fucking standing around this fucking campfire, and this one fucking Lance Corporal come banding up fucking from the CP going, oh, Corporal Robbo, we need you down the CP fucking, like there's been an emergency, and like, he's already had a couple of beers by this point,
Right.
and he's like sort of like, tell them to get fucked. It's like, no, some cunt's gone AWOL from Area 7 with fucking like a rifle and fucking triple front line of live ammunition. So he's like, fuck. So he's fucking banded off, and Corporal Buckley's banded off, and fucking they're fucked off to the CP, and next thing you hear, this fucking Land Rover screaming off into the fucking distance, and like, mind you, they're fucking like 10 sheets of the fucking wind as well, and these things, the Australian Army Land Rovers have had the fucking sway bars taken out of them.
Yeah.
Like to save on fucking cost or some shit. So these are a bit more unstable than your normal like 110.
Wait,
Defenders.
sway bars, not roll bars?
Sway bars. Like they got roll bars in them because they've taken the fucking sway bars out. Sway bars are underneath the car that help out with the suspension. so the car doesn't roll as much.
Yeah,
These things roll like fuck. Anyway, so he's gone into zero alpha, which is like range control, find out what the fuck's going on, and maybe sign out a few guns that we weren't told about. Anyway, come back fucking because give them to the piss cunts. Anyway, fucking they come fucking screaming back about 40 minutes later and fucking like, oh, what's happening? What's happening? It's like, we're just going to put everyone a fucking full tactic. We told no one to fucking shit because we've only got blanks and all we do is just fucking show our position with muzzle flashes.
yeah.
Anyway, fucking told just everyone to just shut the fuck up and stay down. Anyway, bloody, yeah, fucking, you could hear this cunt off from the fucking distance, just every now and then we'd see a tracer ping off and fucking ping off into the distance, fucking hit something on the ground, ricochet away, and you'd see him from our position. Came within, like, I suppose maybe fucking within a K, like fucking best part of a K away.
Okay.
Anyway, so got everything sorted, like pickets and shit. Fucking everyone's being fucking quiet and shit. So I went to sleep, and then fucking next thing I know, I wake up and some cunt's got me mag light shining right in my fucking face. Like, who the fuck is about to fucking die doing that? It's like, oh, good, you're awake. And it's only fucking one picket. It's like, oh, yeah, it's your turn to picket. Anyway, get up. Anyway, 3 days later, we hear that fucking, like, they finally found him. He'd made it around to the side of the hill where they thumped the crap out of it with fucking artillery.
Okay.
And in the meantime, he'd fucking put himself a kangaroo, and apparently he's just sitting there eating a 3-day-old dead kangaroo. And there's a rumor going about that fucking, yeah, the way he caught the kangaroos, he did a Rambo out the fucking tree with a knife in his mouth and fucking jumps on top of it.
I find that doubtful.
Well, anyway,
if he'd
Jamie,
take an ordnance, then like I could, maybe I could see he shot it down or maybe fucking claymored it. Can you imagine claymore hunting for fucking kangaroos?
what happens when you hit one with a fucking 40mm grenade?
Did you really?
No, but an instructor did.
Did you see it? Please tell me you saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me it was like confetti.
Oh no, well, fucking, the second one was. Anyway, fucking, so I've told this story before too. My M79 instructor was an old Vietnam vet, fucking crazy old. And like back in my day, we still had some of the Vietnam vets as instructors and whatnot. So this bloke was pretty fucking casual in his lesson manner and all this shit. And so he basically, he basically it is. And this is your M79. You got your safety catch here. Pull that every time you go to fire. Resets every time you open a breech. Fucking was it every time you pull the trigger? I can't remember. And you push this lever, breaks it open like your daddy shotgun. You plonk your hand in like that, clink, closes it, and you got your forward sight and your rear sight. Your rear sight's got the baffles, and then the side's got the ranges and all that. Yeah, and he flicks it down. He said, "Hey, in the real world, you don't bother with that shit. Do what's called a snapshot." And he's gone clicked on the safety, like side fucking. Like a gangster, fucking side hold up to his fucking shoulder and boom. And as soon as he's gone boom, he's just gone, fuck. And we've looked over and he's his fucking roo right where the fucking grenade landed.
Oh shit.
Landed right next to him.
Oh shit.
Anyway,
was it a live grenade?
Oh yeah.
And it fucking blew the roo to pieces.
Well, it blew a leg off. It blew his guts fucking hanging out. One of his arms missing. It's just bounced. It's there, sort of wobbling along on its fucking tail and one leg, and its head's all fucking jiggling on one fucking side like a kid with fucking spastic disorder, where fucking he's in the wheelchair.
You had to put it out of its misery right away, at least, right?
Oh yeah, like basically, he's just like, fuck. You see, he's like, clink, open, fucking. Out comes the other round, new round in, clink, clink. And the fucking beast had the second one coming and tried to run. This one fucking got him square in the guts.
It was running toward you guys?
No. It tried to run away from the round that was coming at it.
Oh
It
shit.
heard the second one coming and it's tried to run and it's just gone splat. Uh,
Oh man. Oh,
but
ooh,
fucking the
okay.
rifle range at Singleton and the roads around Singleton, the fucking roos are absolute fucking psychos around there, especially like
Yeah.
early in the morning, right? You got to be really, really, really careful around there because they'll fucking just sit on the side of the road staring at you, and then like you'd be barreling up the dirt road at like fucking 80 kilometers an hour. And then, like at the last fucking second, they'll jump out in front of you. Bang! Fucking these things, fucking they weigh a bit, and they're quite fucking solid, and they'll fuck your vehicle up sometimes.
Yeah.
And then there's the whole thing is that now you got to fucking stop. You got to get the shovel off or the axe off the fucking the bonnet where you keep the fucking engineering tools, and then chop the cunt's head off, and then drag the fucking body off the side of the road. And you always know when like the Pilbara Regiment and the Law Forces, they're the ones that are just made up fully of Aboriginals. You know when they're in town because
Yeah.
all the roos on the side of the road, they're on their sides on the morning, but they're on their backs with their legs spread in the evening. Um. Anyway, so Jamie and I,
Oh shit, dude.
this cunt was someone I've known since fucking high school, and the
Okay.
last I checked, he was some fucking manager at Coles and like lost all of his physique and shit, and fucking like he's now a bit of a fat
Coles
cunt.
is like a grocery store for you guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Anyway,
have we
fucking
have a Coles here too, but it's like a department store,
yeah,
like a Target or
yeah,
something.
yeah. Same name, different, completely different stores.
Yeah.
Ours mainly does food, yours mainly does fucking other shit.
See, we used to
Um,
have a Coles grocery store out here, but
that
it
was
went
probably
under.
part of West Farmers and Westfields, which is an Australian
Yeah.
company. Anyway, fucking so this guy, I knew him since high school, and he was like fucking 100% muscle, fucking stupid, fucking who's super fucking human fitness, all this kind of shit. Did lots of martial arts and fucking blah 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 blah. He's gonna be a super duper paratrooper in the fucking future and all this kind of shit. Fucking and like his name just happened to be Norris. Like that wasn't a nickname. Um, anyway, fucking so um, fucking when he did finally join, right?
Yeah.
He uh, he went to join one commando company, which at the time was an Army Reserve unit, and this was after 9/11's. Oh, no, this is before 9/11. So this was even before fucking Tag East and the counterterrorism element. Um, so fucking anyway, when he went to do that, he went and got glandular fever and failed the selection course. So then he went and did this fucking stint as like an Army Reserve engineer for a bit until he could get a place at Singleton to convert over to regular infantry. Anyway, so that went by and he finally got to Singleton, the School of Infantry, and fucking he was on a course and fucking that's when he started going a bit fucking loopy. And he
Okay.
was doing silly things like fucking um like before like an OC's parade or something like that, he'd sit up all night ironing his uniform, preparing his boots and fucking all this kind of shit. And then when like Ravelli came around, like 0600, he'd fucking pack his shit up and go back to bed.
Oh shit.
Um, there's other things.
Yeah, that's definitely the sign of some mental illness starting there.
Oh yeah, there was another time when they were on the parade ground at Singleton and fucking like they're just doing like a platoon harbour on the fucking on the parade ground, and Jamie had the minimi, and the instructors fucking sort of looking at Jamie, and Jamie's like locked some cunt up, and then fucking the instructor's got him behind him. He's like, "Who's he lining up?" And there's the padre walking along the side of the fucking parade ground. Here's Jamie lining the cunt up to fucking shoot him.
Oh shit. Are
Um,
you serious? He was gonna shoot a priest?
well, it looked like he was. There was a degrees of weapons readiness test. So degrees of weapons readiness is
Yeah.
like just like the unload positions with the magazine out of the rifle and no ammunition in it. You load, you just put the magazine in. Action, you cock the rifle. Instant, you take off safe. Action, instant aim, which is you look down the sights and fire is obviously fire. So they're at the load position and the instructor turned his back for 5 minutes for a couple of seconds, and when he's turned around, Jamie's fucking pretending like real silent, like he's emptying his mags, doing fucking quick changes whilst on an advance. So he's walking forward, pretending to fucking shoot whilst changing out magazines and fucking shit while he's walking forward. So shit like that. Anyway,
Damn.
there's one night he just gets up, fucking goes for a walk out of Lone Pine Barracks in Singleton, walks all 10 miles or 10 Ks or whatever it is into Singo proper. And when the MPs found him, he'd broken into some old dude's house and he was just sitting there having a cuppa and a chat with him when they come to get him. So they didn't put him out the army. They sent him to Newcastle, put him in a psych ward for 6 months, and then had another crack at bringing him in.
That's crazy, dude.
There you go. There's two stories about fucking nutcases in the army.
Yeah, we didn't really have a plan for today. That's on me. I'm in charge of planning the streams. We didn't really have a plan today. So what I was thinking, Farty, is have you been keeping up with any of the newer anime?
Not really.
Okay. Because basically all I ever watch these days is newer anime. That's all I watch.
Oh, did you check out Pote?
What's that?
Did you check out a Pote?
Yeah, I finally finished it. I finished it. I finished it right after we talked about it because I had started watching it and I'm like, hey, I started watching it. And you're like, oh, okay. There's a lot. It wasn't a bad show. It was really, and I think we talked about it last time. It wasn't a bad show. I think I'd give it a solid 6 or 7.
You got to check out Girls on Panzer.
I've seen it. I got to rewatch it though because I don't remember it. Like I remember watching it, but I don't remember it. Like I don't remember the details.
The storyline's repetitive because like it's basically the same premise. Oh my god, they're going to shut down our school. We've got to go win a tank battle and then win back our school. Like that's basically the same premise, and
that's why I just kind of. What's that?
It's like porn. You're not watching it for the fucking storyline.
I mean, it's a fun story to watch, though. Like, I like the fact that they live on a boat. It's like just a big giant fucking ship that goes wherever the fuck it wants to. I don't understand, like, there's a lot of shit I don't understand about that. Like, it's a giant fucking boat. How are they not, like, suffering earthquake-style tremors all the fucking time? Or, you know, when there's fucking tropical storms and shit. You know? Like, I wanted one episode to be about a fucking storm fucking threatening the boat.
I can steer around it.
Well, yeah, you could steer around it, but, you know, I just wanted to see one fucking story about, like, a fucking tsunami or something threatening the boat.
Well, how are they going to fix that with tanks? Should it?
I don't know, dude. You didn't need to fix it with tanks. It could have been like threatening that like, hey, if we sink, we lose our tanks, and then we lose our school, and then, you know, everyone's fucked. Don't. Okay, listen. Don't question how my brain works. All right. It's a plot hole in my opinion, and they didn't address it, and I feel cheated.
Oh no, don't do that, because when they turn it back in, like when they go from the Japan, like bloody into the English dub, they'll just fucking fill it full of fucking bloody global warming, climate change fucking nonsense and ruin it.
There's a tsunami coming.
Change is causing the tsunami that's going to take out the school.
Yeah, there's a tsunami coming. Oh no, it must have been, you know, the carbon emissions from our boat. Go fuck yourself.
No, we can't use the tanks anymore, except the Panzer, the Panther 2, or the Panther, the Porsche Panther, or whatever the fuck it was, with the fucking petrol electric engine, or diesel electric, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh shit, I'd forgotten about this. The Rick and Morty anime released this last couple of days.
I've kind of gone off that. I haven't seen a Rick and Morty in a couple of years now.
Yeah, it's because the first season is great. The second season's okay, and then after that, just don't fucking watch it. It's all dumb, terrible fucking shit. But no, I
kind of makes me suicidal a bit.
Huh?
Like, it kind of makes me suicidal a bit. It makes me think about death too much.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I can't really, like, I don't know why I continue to subject myself to it. It's
Well,
so,
with my failing mental capacity and all this kind of stuff, I found myself like, especially with that fucking is Beth the real Beth kind of thing, sort of entertaining the thought a bit too much about like, what if we are in a matrix and I'm not real, or everything's just a figment of my imagination, or fucking what if I've been replaced and it's an alternate reality and all this kind of
yeah,
all
really,
the same shit about that. And then fucking sort of like, you know what, fucking maybe I am, who cares? Fucking I don't exist, so may as well fucking go run out in front of a fucking semi trailer or something.
yeah, maybe I'll get isekai'd into another fucking world.
Yeah.
Stranger shit's happened. We had fucking Barack Obama as president. Moving on. So yeah, the Rick and Morty anime came out. I'll save you some trouble. It went fucking nowhere. It was like the most blandest bullshit ever. It went fucking nowhere. The whole crux of the episode is Rick not invents, but Rick builds a fucking VR headset specifically for Morty to get addicted to while he goes off and fucking does something with Summer. That's the whole episode. And at the very end
Okay.
of the episode, they use like some fucking button to kick Morty out of the fucking VR thing. And that's it. I have been watching this current season, been watching the show called 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. If you haven't seen it, it's about excuse me. It's about this high school manga club who's down to one member, and then all of a sudden this cosplay girl shows up and joins the club because she wants to do cosplay. And there's a lot of like stupid rom-com bullshit in it, but you know, it's whatever. I parry everything. I've been watching that. It is the God. It's like take the dumbest Polly Shore character you've ever seen and merge him with the dumbest Ernest character you've ever seen, right? So you have the dumbest character ever written that only knows how to parry with a sword when anything attacks, right? And he goes off on this adventure. And apparently, he's fucking dumb as a box of rocks because he's the most broken, overpowered piece of shit on the fucking planet. It's a very stupid fucking show, and if you want to waste brain cells, that's definitely the show to do it. I won't say how, I won't say where, I won't say why or when. But I had the privilege of watching the upcoming released Ranma anime. You remember Ranma at all, Farty?
Who?
Ranma One Half. Did you ever see it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a pretty good. If you don't mind romantic comedies, that one's a pretty good one. Let's see what else I've been watching. Oh, My Dear Friend Noko-tan is a decent one. It's a comedy show about a school club dedicated to a girl who's a human but also a deer, and she has antlers. And the funny part about this show is that it's making the fucking wokies go, oh, well, you know, Nokotan is trans because only male deers have antlers. It's a fucking...
Well, I think you were telling me about this.
Yeah, it's a fucking comedy, you dumb fucking chicken nugget. Ooh, I've also been watching this pretty fun show called Mayonaka Punch, and it's about this girl who, her name is Mayonaka, and she's kicked out of, huh?
Does she punch?
Yes, she was kicked out of, it's dumb, because they named the channel after her and what she did, because she was kicked out of out of a streaming group because she punched one of her friends and wouldn't apologize for it, so they kicked her out. And they never really go into detail on like the whole backstory behind the whole punching incident. They're just like, hey, it happened, she's gone, which cool, whatever, I guess. But then when she's in her lowest spot, she runs into some vampires who take her in, and she starts making videos with them. It's a pretty fucking fun show.
Did I tell you this fucking comic I was thinking of, like back just before Dodge passed away?
What was that?
This is pretty much. I was gonna fucking tell him about it, but yeah, he carked it in the meantime. I literally thought of it as he was carking it. Anyway, buddy, I had this sort of thought about like a section of this comic. Anyway, the premise is like that fucking cartoons that all together now, whatever the fuck it is, and it's got all those knockoff fucking cartoon characters all stuck in a house, like in a Big Brother sort of situation.
Oh, all together? Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of kind of like that sort of superhero amalgamations, like all these nondescript cunts you've never fucking heard of. And there was this main character, Clonk, and like he was this gigantic fucking knuckle dragon armor
Oh, are you
plated
talking
fucking.
that show, that cartoon on Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
The Justice Friends?
Um,
There was Crunk, there was Van Halen, and then there was Captain something or other. Well, like, one of them was a Thor ripoff, one of them was a Captain America ripoff, the other is a fucking Hulk ripoff.
yeah.
It was Powerpuff Girls segment.
Huh. Ah, well, fucking.
Hang on.
No, about that. Anyway, fucking. Well, bloody, this character can't. He's more like sort of kind of like a fucking. A more fucking bigger version of the fucking mighty thing from fucking shit Spastic 4. Sort of made of rock kind of thing. Fucking well, more looks like he is more like a big boulder, is more like a human. Anyway, so but like fucking what he's done to save the planet, right, was so fucking great and all this to repay him. He's allowed to just fucking get head jobs whatever the fuck he wants off anybody.
Oh, shit.
And like everyone's got to allow him to do it.
Is this what you're talking about? Does any of that look familiar to you?
Hang on. I'm on the right fucking tab. Vaguely. Yeah, there's got nothing to do with that. Anyway,
okay.
fucking yeah, bloody like I've only ever thought of this one little part of it. Like I haven't really thought out the rest, but like the premise is there. I haven't thought of the rest of the characters yet. But anyway, so like fucking basically he can just walk down the street, just grab any old person and like he's this giant person, so like his hands like fucking as big as some cunt's head, so he's sort of like just overpowers every bastard and just like moves their head to these dicks and fucking just throws them to the side and keeps walking kind of thing. But so that he doesn't fucking just walk around face raping fucking random strangers, right? They've got all these like anime cat girls that like it's his little harem that have to fucking cop it for everyone else kind of thing. That's their job.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was imagining like one panel, right, where it's sort of like he's sitting in a chair and you see him from behind, but it's like it's in a boardroom kind of thing with gigantic fucking windows and it's a sunset, so like everything's in silhouette kind of thing. And it's like someone at like this table in front of him, and you see this sort of secretary walk in, and she get like next panel she gets close to his chair, and then the next panel you see the arm come out and grab her, and then the next panel you just see two little legs coming out from the chair, kicking and carrying on. There's like while the conversation's going between Clonk and the guy behind the table. And then one panel that had cut to like one of the cat girls. Now, do you remember like the Robotech saga, right? The third one. There's that little girl.
I didn't watch much of the third one.
Well, there's like one character, little girl kitty thing in the green.
No,
I
like I
like
said, I didn't watch much, if at all, the third one. By the halfway point to the second Robotech anime, I was checked out because I couldn't, not even halfway. Not even I think I got it up to the point where where they're on the motorcycles going out to investigate the alien ship that was like on the outskirts of town or whatever, and like I got bored at that point.
Oh well, you know how like they have fucking short characters that are supposed to be a little bit older than what they are and all this kind of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's sort of kind of that, so it doesn't sound as creepy. Um,
They got a character like that in the Railgun series, certain scientific railgun. One of the teachers is like fucking 3 foot tall, and they're
yeah,
always calling her a fucking kid.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, fucking so there's one of the cat girls fucking having it like. Well, that's right. Yeah. There's also groupies as well. There's all these Sheilas that have this like the same type of girls that have this fucking fetish of going out with a fucking serial killer and shit like that. The ones that used to write mail to fucking Ted Bundy saying that they wanted to fuck him and all this kind of shit while he was in jail for
Yeah.
fucking killing people, fucking their corpses.
Didn't they fucking
Um,
stuff Bundy into a fucking sheet and throw him like over a cliff or something? Or is
I
that
don't know.
someone else I was thinking of?
I don't know.
Mm.
But anyway, fucking so like yeah, Clonk's got all these groupies who think that fucking it wouldn't be that bad to root him and all this kind of shit, and it's sort of like imagine like the backstage of a concert kind of thing venue, a brick fucking sort of passageway, cinder block passageway, concrete and all this, and here's one of these cat girls fucking sort of leaning up against the wall with like one foot up against the wall kind of thing. Fucking standing there, cross-armed, having a fucking cigarette, looking down at the ground, all fucking traumatized and shit. Then one of these little groupies comes up to her and says, "So what's he really like in person?" And she's just like, fucking terrifying. And then the group, he just goes, kind of thing.
What
It
the
just as a
fuck?
fucking, it just is something fucked up. So that'd be
I'm
funny.
trying to do some research. You sure the character's name is Clonk?
I've made the cunt up in me fucking head. You can't.
Oh, well then what the
It
fuck? I'm
doesn't
sitting
fucking
here
exist yet.
actually trying to fucking find something. It doesn't exist. Because I want to fucking. You know what?
God, turn your fucking Invisi up, man. I fucking said right at the beginning as a comic that I was fucking thinking in my bloody head.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were thinking about it because you'd fucking seen it.
No.
Not that you were imagining it. God damn, Farty. Listen, you have to explain
No.
shit. Farty, listen.
I did.
Listen.
I
You have
fucking did. Go back
Farty.
and I said the premise of the fucking whole comic was like that fucking all together now thingy doodle bloody thingy, but
Farty.
it was nothing like it at all.
Farty.
But I
Listen
haven't
to
got
me.
that far into the story either.
Listen to me. You have to explain it to me like I'm a spastic 2-year-old. All
I
right?
fucking did.
No, you
I did.
explained it
Seven
to me like
fucking
I was
times.
a well-adjusted 5-year-old. Okay, there's a difference, sir.
I did. Go back and listen to it. I fucking did. Turn your Invisi up.
I'll turn you up.
Turn your cochlear up.
Turn my cock up. What does my cock have to do with this? You leave the
Turn your
chickens.
cochlear up.
Listen, you leave the chickens out of this, sir. I would have a pet
That's right.
chicken. I would have a pet chicken. Would you have a pet chicken?
Not really, because my neighbour's got 5.
Oh, okay. That's enough cock
And
for
he's
you
got
in the
one
1 yard.
fucking rooster that likes to fucking scream at fucking 4 in the morning.
So what you're saying is that's enough cock next door.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cock vest?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He basically lets them free roam, so
Oh, okay.
cunts with local dogs fucking usually eat them every now and then. He still doesn't fucking learn.
Have you watched a show called Yushio and Tora?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Did you watch that Don to Don show that I linked you to?
Nah, not yet.
No? Oh, dude, it's great. It's sci-fi, but somehow also supernatural. It's like really hard to pin down. I don't want to say anything about it because I feel like I can't give you the premise of it without fucking it up. There's also another show called My Wife Has No Emotion I've been watching, and it's about a guy who falls in love with a robot that he bought to be his maid. It's a weird show, but it's hella fucking fun. There's a lot of really weird romantic comedies that I've been watching lately, and they've all been this season. Although in September, I'm really excited because I don't know if you've watched it or not, but the Overlord anime comes back with a movie in September, and there's rumors there's going to be a new season in like October.
Gotta send you a link.
Gonna send me a
I gotta,
link.
I gotta find the place first.
Gotta find the place first.
Yeah, my mate in jail was getting me to look up all these fucking
Porn?
anime that's been fucking uploaded to like the internet for free and shit like that. And I found this one site that's got like this massive fucking list of it's like bloody visual novels, not fucking
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. And like the fucking titles. Some of the fucking titles.
Oh, I know, dude. Like, what's one? I'm gonna read one really long fucking title that's an anime adaptation of a show.
Oh, I love your mother and her two-hit fucking attack style. Fucking, that's one that I remember, or sort of remember.
Yeah. Here's one. Hang on. It's called Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. That's the actual title. There's another one. It's about a vending machine. Hang on. Let me look this up because I want to fucking... Here's the actual title. Reborn as a vending machine, now I wander the dungeon. That's the actual title. And the actual title... And here's the problem. They name these things to be so on the nose about what the story's about because they're trying to sell more manga in Japan. And those stories that are getting anime adaptations have these insanely fucking long names that are just fucking stupid. Like I was telling you the other day, I think it was the other day. There's an anime called Dead Demons D Destruction. And it's the most retarded fucking name ever for the most retarded fucking show ever that people are just going crazy for. Like it's just the dumbest shit ever. God, fucking
Hang on. Yeah, still finding it.
makes me just want to fucking watch Bubblegum Crisis like again, you know? Why can't we have shit like Bubblegum Crisis anymore? Or like the original Fist of the North Star or Akira, you know? I'm upset now, Farty. I'm sad. Oh, fuck. I forgot all about this. Farty, you have experience because you're an EMT, or were an EMT, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, how... Oh, my God. Ooh, this is making me very angry looking at idiots on fucking Twitter. Tell me, how do you spread monkeypox, sir?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's sexually transmitted, and as far as I was aware, it was only going through male to male transmission in the male gay community. But you go ask the LBGTPQRS cunts how the fuck it got from the last time around. It got from the blokes to the fucking dogs and the kids, and they'll just rip your head off and call you an asshole.
So why, Farty, is there a big public health scare now about monkeypox?
Fucked if I know. It's probably because they can't get away with another round of the Wu flu.
Probably. Yeah, monkeypox.
But,
Wear your mask. Get vaccinated.
but
Or
some cunts probably fucking like at first it was in the male gay community, but some cunts probably fucking been bisexual and fucked his missus or something like that. And now she's got it. She's probably polygamous. But also too, I'm sort of vaguely remembering that it's mainly in Africa at the moment where it's sort of getting out of hand. So
yeah.
but it won't take long to get out.
No, it won't. And there's like this big public health concern. Oh, monkeypox. The monkeypox. Guys, listen. All right, I have some advice for you. If you don't want to get monkeypox, don't fuck someone in the ass. And if you have to fuck someone in the ass, wear a fucking condom. It's that easy. Straight couples do it. Gay couples do it. Wear a fucking condom. Wear a rubber. Unless you're planning on having kids. And even then, fucking be safe about it. Make sure your partner hasn't fucking fucked everything under the fucking sun.
Why can't I find this fucking joint anymore?
I don't know. Why is Venezuela trending right now? Did they overthrow fucking what's his name?
Don't know, but possibly might even be because they finalised the joining of BRICS.
Did they really? I thought
I don't know. That
oh my god, you fucking heavy bitch.
yeah, I don't know. But they either have or they're about to, or fucking yeah.
Oh, government price control. Yeah, that's a great fucking idea. The Dems want to introduce government price control as a law. Do you have any opinion on that, sir?
Communism.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid and it's really really bad because basically it's counterproductive. It's completely the opposite to fucking capitalism where fucking free markets and free trade and all this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Because if you cap prices and all this kind of stuff, well then fucking that's just going to make things inherently rare and expensive for the simple reason that with inflation and whatnot, you can't control stuff that's coming in from other countries. So if your parts and whatnot, which basically how everything is made now, nothing's made collectively in one place anymore.
Catherine, I hear
you have to get parts from overseas, and they're going to charge their prices, and regardless of what the America says. So eventually, there's going to be a scarcity on the ability to gain parts because you're not gaining the income to fucking to have the buying power to fucking to build your stock and whatnot, which means that shit's going to suffer, meaning that you're going to have to cut fucking jobs and stuff like that to keep more people on, to keep the company afloat and all this kind of shit, which eventually will just be this fucking death spiral of fucking going into debt and then fucking basically going out of business at a loss because you simply can't afford to buy the bits to make the equipment to fucking get it out because you can't sell it at a profit and fucking or pay enough to fucking
Yeah, and
keep the lights on.
then you need to get government subsidization, and then the government takes your shit, and then the government is in control of the fucking means of production, and now guess what? Communism.
Yeah, and then effectively too, fucking all you end up doing is just destroying your fucking industrial base and fucking ruining your fucking employment. And because there's going to be so many people fucking without jobs and stuff like that, and there's going to be scarcity of this, that, and the other thing, people aren't going to be able to afford the fucking prices that are capped because they were capped when fucking there was money there, but now there isn't.
Yeah.
And you can have bread lines and stuff like that, like you had in fucking communist Russia in the 80s and early 90s and whatnot. A Big Mac's going to cost a fucking month's wages. And like it will become a part where fucking like society is only one meal away from fucking anarchy, and like I'd
Yeah.
say that's where like deep poverty and all this kind of stuff will cause uprisings, and this is where like that whole statement the Supreme Court justice fucking said about fucking using military and fucking all this because you're not allowed to use the U.S. military as a police force inside the United States. That's the whole reason why you got National Guards.
Yeah.
Um, but they tried to federalise the National Guard with that whole nonsense down at the fucking southern border, and fucking everyone dropped the kibosh on that. So this is their little way
Yeah.
around that. Okay, we can't federalise the National Guard. We'll just use the army, and they've already legalised it so that fucking if there is these uprisings, which they know are probably going to happen because of their fucking incompetence,
Yeah.
they've already got it ready so that they're like, oh yeah, we don't have to go through Congress to mobilise troops and all this kind of shit.
Yeah. So
Um,
I want to
but it's
play
a
this
fucking
clip here.
disaster. It's an absolute fucking disaster.
Yeah. So I want to play this clip here. I haven't actually heard anything about Harris's economic plan. So this is going to be the first I'm hearing about it.
Does she
Um,
even have one?
apparently she just released it. Uh, but this is about her. Oh, this is a
Fucking pictures or it never happened, man.
yeah. That's what I'm
Because as
saying.
far as I'm aware, she's still got no fucking policies.
Yeah. Well, the one policy she has, she stole from Trump, where she was going to, if elected, stop taxing.
She's
Um,
not going to.
she's not going to. She could do it in office right now, and she's not
That,
going to do it.
that's
Um,
fucking cold fucking debt fucking forgiveness all over again. That
yeah. Oh, I'm gonna stop taxing people making tips on shit. If you were going to do that, you were gonna do it
you
before
could do it
you.
now.
Yeah, you could do it now, and
She is the
sh-
vice president after all. It's not like
she's the
she's
one who
fucking.
voted. She was the one who used her tiebreaker to vote in the fucking taxation of tip workers.
I know. Well,
Okay.
fucking. But the thing is, right? This has got to be said too, so that fucking future cunts can hear it. The cunt who's fucking saying that she's going to do all this shit when she gets voted in as president could all fucking do this now as the vice president has had the opportunity to do it for 3 years, 3.5 years.
Yeah, but just
Fucking
last year decided to fucking tax the shit out of you.
yeah. Like in the last 3.5 fucking years, she's had all the opportunity to fucking do this. So don't believe the bullshit about fucking she's going to do it when she's president because she's fucking had a chance.
Yeah. So we're gonna watch this clip. If you need me to stop because you want to comment on something, just let me know. All right.
Right.
Catherine, I read your piece and I heard you just mention it. The federal ban on price gouging for groceries. You are skeptical of this. Why?
Well, first of all, nobody can explain what price gouging means. It's like that old line about pornography. I know it when I see it, in the sense that what does it mean to have an excessive price or an excessive profit margin? That seems to be shorthand for a price or a profit margin that bugs me. That seems too high. So, it's very hard to pin down what this would actually mean. If you look at the legislation that, as I mentioned, is already in the Senate, led by Senate Warren and Senator Bob Casey and a slew of others, the particular way that this is written, which is likely to be the template for any proposal that Harris would eventually embrace, is especially bad in that it just bans excessive prices, grossly excessive profit margins, and says that the Federal Trade Commission can use any.
She's fucking saying absolutely fucking nothing here. This is a word salad that doesn't actually make any sense if you're actually listening to it. She, but it but it means nothing. Like she's literally just throwing a bunch of fucking words together to make it sound like bloody something, but literally it's not actually saying anything or explaining the crux of the matter or anything like that. Like really I guess what my ma- I guess what my major issue with what she's saying is that she's not actually fucking talking about like how they're going to actually deal with the actual crux of the matter. And this is all just a red herring to try and get you away from like what's the real problem. And it's got nothing to do with fucking evil, the bloody greedy corporations trying to stick it to you while you're fucking down and all this kind of stuff. It has everything to do with like connecting problems with fucking fuel and the fucking inflation and the amount of money the government's fucking spending and all this kind of shit because fucking the more money they're spending and the more price, the more inflation that they're causing, the less buying power your US dollar is, which means that the corporations that are still in your country are now, like I said, spending more money to buy the resources to make their fucking product and all this kind of stuff. If you want to get rid of all of this price gouging and all this kind of stuff, you need to fucking lower the inflation for a fucking start so the US dollar can buy fucking more and these companies can purchase more, which is what Donald Trump was trying to do with his reducing the taxes on corporations, was reducing the fucking pressure from the government, giving them more money so that they could either buy more shit to make more stock or fucking increase the company size and employ more people to produce more shit to, increase productivity and all this kind of stuff. That was the productive side of it. This is the absolute counterproductive side of it because they're not, you know, focusing on the crux of the fucking matter. And they're like, okay, we're price cap, but that's not going to stop your inflation. That's not going to stop the high prices, which costs which gives you more transport costs, which is on the end fucking price, the end fucking price fucking thingy when you buy the fucking thing. So like, all these fucking shit is the reason why you're paying so much is because it's all fucking you're the poor silly cunt that's got to pay for the whole fucking lot. If all the transport was cheaper and all the fucking the resources to make the product was cheaper, then you'd be paying fucking less. Okay, well, she really needs to shut the fuck up because she's not doing us a favor. Well, ultimately, no, well, ultimately, that fucking law is again, like I said, just a distraction to take you away from like the inflation of fuel prices and all that, which is their fucking problem. They're not going to deal with the actual problems, like with the border. Oh no, 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 we're going to do everything but actually fucking shut the border down. Oh, well, you see, or fucking what's another thing? The fuel prices. Oh yeah, we're doing something about the fuel prices. Like fuel prices going down. Yeah, but you put them $3 up and they've only gone down 30 cents. Oh, but we brought it down. We're doing something about it. Like this is exactly the same as that. Oh, look over here. This is what's going to be the Inflation Reduction Act of fucking this cocksucking cunt. Which is actually the increasing act. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about how bad we fucked up the inflation. Yeah, don't worry about how bad we fucked up the inflation. Like, this is going to fix it. Give it 6 months, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, you'll forget about it in 6 months. And if you don't forget about it in 6 months, we'll go, oh well, maybe it didn't work, so we'll think about something else, and then take fucking 9 months to think about something else that won't fucking work either, and you'll find that out 6 months after that. Yeah. Didn't work because how dare Farty fucking remembers thalidomide. Yeah.
metric it deems appropriate to decide what that would mean. Appropriate to decide what that grossly excessive prices. It just bans the embrace is especially bad in that it just bans excessive prices, grossly excessive profit margins, and says that the Federal Trade Commission can use any metric it deems appropriate to decide what that would mean.
nervous. Yeah. He's probably thinking, Jesus, I wonder if I stuck my cock in her mouth, would that shut her up? And look at the pause that you got there, right? She looks like she's doing a really comfortable fart. Oh, they both look like they're doing a really comfortable fart.
which basically
The
says
other this
like
other chick looks like she was doing a fanny fart butt. The other chick looked like she was doing a fanny fart butt. Out her front bum.
that the Federal Trade Commission can use any metric it deems appropriate to decide what that would mean. Which basically says like it's not going to be markets, it's not going to be supply and demand that's determining how much your grocery store charges you for milk or for eggs. It's going to be some bureaucrat in DC, which seems like totally unworkable, first of all, for the FTC to be deciding like how much Kroger charges for eggs in Michigan. But it also would be very bad for markets. We've seen this kind of thing tried in lots of other countries before: Venezuela, Argentina, the Soviet Union, etc. It leads to shortages. It leads to black markets. Plenty of uncertainty. And beyond that, the specific way this bill is written might actually increase prices because of some of the other language in it. Things like requiring public companies to disclose in their quarterly reports, their quarterly earnings reports, how they're setting prices, which is a great way to help them collude, which normally we don't want them to do. So anyway, the devil's in the details, I guess, for that bill, but it's really hard for me to imagine any form of legislation that preserves the spirit of what she's proposing that would not be, at best do nothing, at worst cause a lot of harm.
Mm. Yeah, well, she's right. At best, it'll do nothing. At worst, it'll do no harm, but it'll never be anywhere near at best. It will do some form of harm. Oh, yeah. It'll at the very least, it'll do some form of harm. They'll define some form as, but it's more than nothing, you know? Uh, well, if it's camel toe, it's gonna be exactly the same as fucking Biden, but, like, at this point, right, like I said, yeah, there's no one at the fucking helm. Like, Biden's not in control of shit. Camel toe is too busy fucking pretending that she doesn't have any power at the moment, and that's another thing that I don't get too, and I've noticed as well, is that, like, the US government is carrying on like they're absolutely powerless to do anything about Donald Trump. They're talking about him and they're referring to, like, things that they've done, and like that, oh, we can't do anything about the border because Donald Trump blocked us or something like that. They'll say things like that. And it's sort of kind of like, well, what are you doing? You're not fucking, you're the US fucking government. He's not even president. Like, what the fuck are you scared of him for? He can't even vote on the fucking subject at the moment. He's not even fucking in the Senate or anything. He's not even a politician at the moment. Fucking, and it's almost like, they're terrified of the big bad fucking Trump, and so we gotta protect the poor sort of, poor scared little old man from the big bad fucking orange man, and but they're actually telling everybody that they're pretty much powerless. Fucking, but, that's what I don't get about it. Like, what the fuck are they trying to pull there? Either way, this is probably where fucking the Council of Atomic Scientists and shit are a bit wrong with their assessment of 90 seconds till midnight on the doomsday clock, and people like Doug McGregor are a bit more correct about it, where they're saying probably more like a split second, so the missiles could be in the air in this stream could end exactly the same. At this point in time, the missiles could be in the air, and we could end this like at the ending episode of the fucking Sopranos. Mid-set. Fucking yeah, yeah.
Whole time. Holy shit.
But anyway, we're fucking like camel toe will do absolutely fucking nothing but ruin the country even more. You're spending $1 trillion every 100 days.
Yeah.
Adding that to the fucking deficit, she's probably going to fucking increase that tenfold. By the time, like, you pretty much haven't survived a fucking Biden admin. You're, like I said, you're a laughing stock of the planet. Fucking
Yeah.
most countries that you used to have under your thumb aren't scared of you anymore, and they've jumped shit. Fucking have fun getting them back. So that's decreased the capital that's coming back into the country, because you usually got them on sanctions or fines or fucking, paying back for loans and whatnot, which they'll never pay back, which is they're supposed to be for perpetual fucking income for your country, supplement your taxes. Fucking so that's a lot of that's gone. So you're now going to be working with a decreased budget. And then there's that case of the 4 years argument that Trump's going to get.
Yeah.
Fucking, he could go to Putin and say, right, Ukraine ends tomorrow. Fucking, we'll stop the lines where they are. I'll tell fucking Zelensky to go get fucked. He's out of power. Fucking, apart from the fact Zelensky's fucking in power several months after he was supposed to relinquish power because he failed to hold an election. So he's not actually the elected leader of the Ukraine at the moment. So he's actually now a fucking self-appointed dictator. And good guys don't usually have those, so what the fuck we still supporting the corrupt little fuckwit. Anyway, bloody
because
fucking
reasons.
yeah. Well, anyway, so Trump can say that to Putin, and Putin can go, yeah, duh, but that's only for 4 more years, But what happened next time when fucking Democrat fucking steal election and fucking put shit back in and make fucking Ukraine bullshit again? So fucking that might not work. And then the same thing with a lot of these countries that have jumped ship to BRICS. They could say, yeah, but that's for 4 more years, and you give us all these promises and all this kind of shit. But when the Democrats get in, they're just going to fucking hammer the crap out of us. And what happens when they steal the next election? Because it's not like Trump's got another fucking term after this. Anyway, so same thing with companies. Hey, come on back, fucking, we'll give you all these tax breaks and all that kind of shit. And they've just gone, well, fuck, we did that when you first got in. You said, yeah, fucking, come on back, we'll do all this. So we spent all this money relocating and fucking setting up and all this. And, before we could even, take advantage of these tax breaks, they fucking stole an election. You got booted out. Fucking, this, that, the other. But you're only here for 4 more years. What happens when they fucking steal the next election and we got to fucking piss off out the country again? No, I think we're fucking better off where we're at.
Yeah.
So Trump's got a fucking massive uphill battle, and then there's the landmine of fucking cracking down on crime, which is going to make him out to be a racist. And like I said, fucking, if it was Trump, it's going to be racist. If it was fucking, if it was Biden, now camel toe, it'll be just an excuse to bring in an even harsher 94 Crimes Act, which will disproportionately fucking affect black men.
Farty, would you like to hear some breaking news?
But
at 2:43 a.m., it was released that this news story was released. That California residents were reported to have seen up to 6 UFOs. I will believe in a UFO if it lands in the fucking on the White House lawn, and fucking and the fucking ramp opens up or wherever the fuck it is, and aliens actually do fucking walk down, and they're actual fucking aliens. And not fucking giant fucking drones that we know other countries have capability of, defying all logic.
I reckon they're drones, because either that or a fucking whole bunch of people got into Gavin Newsom's car and found his stash.
No, they found his daughter's stash.
Well, here's the thing that, like, you guys haven't been told, that's something that you'll only find if you search the deepest, darkest depths of the fucking military shit that I do.
Yeah.
And this has been happening for
Since the
about 8.
60s.
No. This is recent, like about 8 years or so.
Okay.
And that's the US Navy has been reporting fucking incursions into like their training sort of grounds in the Pacific Ocean, just off the coast of California and stuff like that,
Okay.
by unidentified aerial vehicles, which they're not saying are aliens or anything like that, but they're drones that they can't figure out where they're coming from, who they're, and like because they don't know whether they're being launched off submarines or off container ships or fucking whether they're flying all the way from the mainland somewhere else
The
or
answer is
fucking
yes, they are. From everywhere. From all of those
yeah.
things.
So the Yanks don't know anything about them, and like they've been scratching their fucking heads and all this kind of shit, and you know they've got a fair idea for their various purposes, of course, and you know when you have a look at the Chinese balloon and all this kind of shit, I'd suggest that they're fucking surveillance drones and stuff like that. That probably the Yanks aren't going to do anything about because what they shoot down a balloon, you know. Why would they try and shoot down a balloon until it's over? Like, yeah, it's got all this fucking information and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that you're going to have to fucking, you know, that you'll get used to. Like people will say it's like UFOs and shit because they simply can't identify it, and of course it will be moving in ways that are contrary to any normal aircraft, and you know, and a lot of the time UFOs back in like historically, you know, around Area 51 and all that kind of stuff were just aircraft that people just didn't know what they were looking at. Like, say, for instance, the U-2, and back in the 50s when the U-2 was around, they were talking about long cigar-shaped fucking UFOs, and you look at the U-2, it's a long cigar-shaped fucking aircraft.
Yeah.
And
The wings have a very like weird footprint where they don't really show up to the naked eye.
yeah, because when it's up in altitude, you really only see the fuselage because the
Yeah.
wings are really, really, really narrow. They got a really narrow chord.
Yeah. It's weird,
Measurement
isn't it?
from the front to the back of the wing.
It's weird that it's able to stay fucking airborne with a wing profile like that.
It's the width of the wing, the actual fucking
Yeah.
span, because it's got a hugely
Yeah,
long
I'm
span.
talking about the profile. When you're looking at the side of the side of the thing, the profile of it.
Yeah. But like the chord is when you're looking like when you're measuring from front to back, so tip to tail,
Yeah.
and the span of the wing is tip to tip. So from like the width of the plane is from the one tip of the wing to the other tip of the wing. That's called the span. But from front to back of the actual wing itself is called the chord. Now it's got a very, very shallow chord, and that's to keep flexibility and lightness because it's extremely long span, and its extremely long
Right.
span is what gives it its massive lift. And it's
How?
designed because you need the span more than you need the chord for very, very thin air, and that's where it operates.
Yeah. How do you think people would react today to the Concorde if they had seen it? Do you think they'd be calling that a UAP? Think they'd be calling that a UFO because of the fucking disc that it's got on its tail fin?
Concorde had a fucking an angular the crank aero delta wing like the space shuttle.
Which is the one that has the disc on the end of it that I'm thinking of?
It's an AWACS.
Say again?
An AWACS.
Is it the AWACS?
Like, yeah, what the distance of radar.
I thought that was the Concorde. It's got that big spinny disc on its tail.
On its tail.
Yeah, on the tail fin.
Oh, on the roof.
Hang on.
It's not on the tail fin. It's actually a mount on the roof. If it's the big radar plane you're talking about, it's called an AWACS. It's got a separate mounting for the radar.
Hang on. I'll find it. I'll find it. Oh, the wedge tail. That's the one I was thinking of. Oh, no, not quite.
That's the new one.
Not quite.
That's the new one.
No, it's not quite the wedge tail.
No. Yeah, okay, yes. No, you're thinking of the AWACS, which was the older version of it that had the big round disc radar on it. The wedge tail's got a big oval sort of non-moving because it's a laser ray
I'm
radar now.
thinking. I'm trying to find it because even the pictures I'm looking for don't really have the
You
AWACS.
just put in AWACS.
Yeah. Um. But no, I'm thinking of there's an airplane that on the very top of its tail fin, instead of having the extra fins that come off the side of it, it uses the disc. There's like a rotating disc that sits on the top of the tail, and uses that as a control surface as well. Yeah, I could be. Is this it? Is this it? This might be it. Oh, it's just a fucking. Okay, I'm thinking of something that was just a
Show us.
huh?
Show us.
I'm going to. It's called the disc rotor. I'm just gonna send it to you. It's just a concept apparently that I'm thinking of. I don't know if it ever made its way into production, but I remember seeing something like it. And the image is pretty close. So I sent it to you on Twitter.
Yeah, hang on.
Mm.
Oh.
It's like that, but the rotor is on the on the tail section.
Yeah.
It could be the AWACS. I could be misremembering it. And you know what? I'm okay with
Well,
misremembering
AWACS,
shit.
yeah,
The AWACS
sort of,
has it toward the center of the thing, just like that Boeing does. But no, this one was like clearly on the.
that actually looks a bit more like a Hawkeye just without the tail.
Yeah.
The Hawkeye is the naval version. It's a turboprop little version, smaller version of it.
Yeah. So it uses that. Shit. It uses the disc as a control surface.
Yeah. Well, any case, fucking so like, but when people, like normal people, say that they've seen UFOs and UAVs and UAPs and all this kind of shit, you take it with a grain of salt because chances are they probably couldn't identify the difference between a 737 and a 747. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they could see a fucking an Airbus A300, and because, like, you know, its livery sort of camouflages parts of the plane, they're like, oh, that's a plane I've never seen before. Like, I used to get this with fucking truthers and shit like that because none of them ever remember the grey scheme for United Airlines,
Yeah.
right? And they're saying, oh, they were grey planes. What planes are grey other than military planes? It's like, United Airlines used to have that fucking livery, you dumb shits.
I've even seen some airliners painted like fucking black and pink and red and other colors. So like, come on, guys, it's color schemes aren't exclusive to certain specific use cases. All right.
Yeah.
I've seen a fucking puddle jumper painted fucking sky blue.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
So,
but the only planes that are ever painted sky blue are fucking military jets. No.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
out.
but that's though. Like with all these cunts in California, I reckon they've seen a UFO. So like, yeah, maybe, probably
Yeah,
not.
you might have seen a fucking UFO, but it's more likely it was a fucking drone. Oh, well, it's illegal to fly drones. I don't fucking care. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't think the CCP give two shits, mate.
If if someone is going to break a law, they're going to break a law, right? It's illegal to punch someone in the face. But guess what? People get punched in the face all the fucking time.
Yeah, and if it is a foreign power, I don't think they're going to give a shit because, well, if they did, they wouldn't do it.
Fuck. I would love for there to be aliens. I would love... Farty, I want there to be aliens real bad. You don't want to know why I want there to be aliens real fucking bad? Because it's going to end in one of two ways. Right? It's either going to end with us trying to kill the shit out of them, or them trying to fucking enslave the shit out of us. Why would they...
There's a third option.
What's
There's
that?
a third option, and you're all fucked if this happens. If they fucking show up at my place and they're like, take us to your leader, you're going to be our guide. And I'll be like, no, fuck the leader. Take me to your fucking alien death raid, motherfucker. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun.
I'm gonna
I'm
commit
going
a
to
few
have me
war
some fun.
crimes.
I'm going to have me some fun. I'm going to have me some fun.
You know, they take you aboard there. You know, Farty, this would, in that scenario, it would end in only one way. They would take you aboard their ship and they would cure you of your mental illness. And then you wouldn't want to shoot anything with their death rays.
No,
Because
if they cured me of mental illness, I think that's the only thing that's keeping me celibate at the moment. I'm probably going to rangy hard on and raped a lot of them.
Oh my god. I
Then take
laughed
their
too
fucking
hard at that.
space-based death ray and fucking have me some fun.
I have a few things I need to accomplish.
So this is part of the fucking problem is like a lot of the fucking cunts I talk to about my mental health disorders is they've got no sense of humor whatsoever. And if I said that fucking last little bit to them, they'd no shit think I was going to fucking hijack an alien's fucking spacecraft and start ganking cunts with the fucking death ray and shit. Like, it's a fictional story at the moment. How the fuck am I going to do this? Don't call a fucking welfare check on me for this, you fucking assholes. Fucking hell.
Like, God.
But he said he was going to kill everyone with an alien space-based death ray. Where am I going to get one from, stupid?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, just the whole fucking thing, right? Just the whole fucking thing is dumb. I want there to be aliens, okay? I really do. I want there to be intelligent life out there that isn't us, right? Because maybe, just maybe, I can relate to them more than I relate to most people on this fucking planet. Maybe, just maybe, all right, my quality of life will go up.
Nah, you just want a chick with 3 tits.
I don't care about how many tits they have. They could have 0 tits. They could have fucking udders hanging off of their fucking chest, like cows. Could you imagine that? Instead of tits, they have udders? Just straight up cow udders?
Oh, what was that one where I was looking and I was watching and the aliens and their sphincters were in the middle of their chests and like they'd no problems and just defecating mid speech and like they're just sitting there and shit just oozing out.
Was that in was that in Hyperdrive? That
I
show
can't remember.
Hyperdrive?
Might have even been The Whitest Kid You Know.
The Whitest Kids You Know. Crap, dude.
I can't remember now. Might have even been the South Park episode where they were getting cancelled. I can't fucking remember.
No, that one they were. I don't know. They didn't.
Pick at each other's nose or some shit.
I don't think they shat in that episode, to be honest with you.
Well, they had a genital in a weird spot, and they ended up fucking not canceling.
Yeah, it was like on their
fucking
shoulder or something. Did
Yeah,
you
they were
suck
too big
my
to be
shoulder? Oh, I did.
something like that. They're too busy end up fingering each other to death.
Yeah.
Something like that. Fucking. What else has happened?
I don't know, man. I've checked out.
Well, Meghan Markle went to fucking Colombia on another faux royal tour. I reckon she's just gone to the source of her fucking keepy princey docile special happy powder. And it was also reported that the Colombian government had a secret gift for him.
Yeah,
What was it?
gift.
Did he sniff powder?
No, I'll tell you what the secret gift was. It was a box, a giant fucking like a toy chest full of fucking used dildos.
But she's also coming out saying she's going to do a podcast about her mental health and all this. Like, but hang on a minute, isn't it your husband that's all fucked up from his mental health? And besides the fact, we already know you're fucked in the head, Megan. But then also too, if you haven't fucking talked shit about Meghan Markle on the internet, you basically get fucking dogpiled by a bunch of her fucking sugars who like think that the sun shines out of her ass and all this kind of shit. And so they're a bunch of fucking bully cunts. And then the little bitch comes out and says that she's going to do something about fighting cyberbullying, and I left a comment on that one saying fucking Rich giving her a fan base, and Jesus Christ, they got a lot of likes.
Yeah.
Fucking see what else? Oh, there's that fucking Senator Sheila or whatever the fuck it is with the fucking bathing
Oh
suit.
God, that's the dumbest fucking shit to come out this last week. My God, yeah, I'd almost forgotten
I'd
about
fuck her.
that. Listen, she's wearing an American flag fucking bathing suit. Oh my God, she's showing her ass a little bit because she's wearing a fucking bathing suit in the summer while she's at a beach. Oh my fucking God. She's taking time to fucking vacation and showing it off. Oh my God.
She can probably even cook a hamburger.
Where was
probably
this?
Too.
The fucking farty. Where was this outrage? Where was all this outrage when those two fucking gay dudes that were senators, or the one was a senator and had his boyfriend come in, whatever, went and fucked on the Senate floor and recorded a sex tape of it, and then uploaded it to fucking Pornhub or some shit?
Oh, well, that's because the Democrats are all fucking weirdos and they're into that kind of shit. They're not into straight women because fucking, they're all into the fucking, the dudes who pretend to be women, and the women that pretend to be dudes, and the dudes that pretend to be dudes pretending to be women, and the women that pretend to be women pretend to be dudes. And I don't know where I was going with that, so thanks, cough.
Fucking farty.
But fucking on another thing, yeah. I've got this pet peeve for when fucking dickheads fucking do stuff and make me fucking side with other dickheads. Like, say, that Greta Thunder cunt, for example, when she went for that fucking world sail around the world, and that made me root for Somali pirates then.
Yeah.
That's how much of a cunt she is. She made me side with terrorists. Fucking, so... There was this article in the fucking on Sky News Australia where fucking that man had a suck about a former Australian Prime Minister, a fuckwit called Paul Keating, who's a useless piece of shit of a fucking human being.
Yeah.
But anyway, fucking bloody like he's a communist through and through, and in his pants he does a poo. He even has fucking investments in Chinese pig farms and fucking loves the fucking communists and all this kind of shit. He's a Labor and Labor is like a nice way of saying Workers' Party, and the Workers' Party's communist. So
yeah,
fuck it.
Anyway,
buddy, so he called fucking Taiwan Chinese real estate. Nancy Pelosi had a go at him, and it's kind of like a case of, oh look, two cunts going at each other. Whose side do we take? You know what? I'm all for just rolling a frag through the door and letting that sort it out.
Yeah, I saw you post that meme.
But yeah, so yeah, that's how I'm solving that situation from now on. Just fucking throw a grenade and let that fucking sort it out.
Farty, I just sent you a meme, but I'm gonna work out this idea with you right now.
Actually, that's not too bad. I only read the first line of that. Gen X retirement homes. Yeah.
Let's turn abandoned malls into Gen X retirement homes. I like that idea.
We used to fucking hang out there anyway.
Yeah, I spent all of my time as a teenager in the mall, like all the time. Even if I didn't have money, I hung out at the mall. I just like fucking hung out. Did what?
Fucking
hung the fuck out.
Mallrats was a documentary.
Yeah. What'd you do at the mall? Not what. You didn't need to do anything at the mall. You just went to the mall. You hung out. You walked around. Shit, dude, I was in the best shape of my life when I was a teenager because I'd fucking walk around the mall. That's all I ever fucking did.
Yeah, cunts will fucking come past. You'll fucking say g'day, fucking catch up. They'll fuck off, do something else, or they'll fucking hang around for a bit. You might go off, do something with them for a bit, come back, fucking hang around for a bit more,
and then someone would offer you food.
Candy and fucking look at all the electronics gear, fucking come back, fucking get something to eat.
Yeah, and then someone would offer you food. You'd be like, oh yeah, sure, okay, fine. I'm not hungry, but you're offering, and I'll eat with you. And then, maybe
go get the chips. You'll dig in.
Yeah. Maybe you guys go to the Chinese stand. Maybe you go to the pizza place. Maybe you go grab a hot dog. Who fucking knows? I miss the malls, Farty. Fucking Amazon took our malls away. They took our malls.
No, I just miss the 90s because the malls are still there. They're just nowhere near as good. And it's partially because we're also older and no one else is there.
Right. But a lot
And
of
the
it
country,
is because like shit like Amazon has made it more, and I'm saying I blame Amazon, but it's not Amazon's fault that people want convenience and shit. It's a lot of shit. It's a lot of little things that piled on to why malls just aren't social hubs like they used to be.
but also, too, if you ever do go to a mall and you do see any mall rats there, you kind of look at them and you're like, man, you cunts are fucking dags nowadays, man. You fucking.
Yeah.
Like, even if I wanted to be a mall rat again, it'd just be like fucking weird because you cunts are fucking lame and fucking you're nowhere near as cool as we used to be, and it's just not the
Yeah.
same. Yeah,
Even
it
the
even is
straight
weird.
edge kids back then were
Fuck
fucking
later.
fun. Even the straight edge
Yeah.
kids back then were fun because at least they'd go fucking deal to like the electronics boutique and like play the game demos with you, or they're like,
Nah, it wasn't EB back then. It was like fucking Tandy and Radio Shack. We used to
yeah,
fucking
dude,
like, build shit like fucking decision makers or fucking random number generators and
or how
like weld
sometimes
shit.
Radio Shack would like give away shit. I remember I got
Oh
my
yeah,
first crystal radio kit at Radio Shack, and I built like a little tiny piece of shit FM radio with it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
there was another shop we had out here like that called Dick Smith Electronics,
Oh,
and those
I've heard the legends.
we had Tandy
Yeah.
before it became Radio Shack, and the alternate was Dick Smith, and fucking those were really great because you used to go in there and you get individual like transistors and resistors and fucking diodes and all this kind of stuff, and you'd make your own shit with just the parts, and then they all started going like kits and stuff. So
Yeah.
instead of just buying PCB and fucking couple
Mhm.
of resistors and some solder and da 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 da, making up something that your own, you got a kit and like, all the parts are in there, and like everyone's sort of like, oh, no, this is shit now because they weren't selling the individual parts anymore.
Yeah,
Uh,
Radio Shack still sold individual components right up until they closed their doors.
Apparently, and I only saw this the other night. It was one of the tech guys on YouTube. Radio Shack is still online,
Yeah,
and you can still
but
buy
it's not
parts
Radio
off.
Shack anymore. It's
It's owned by some
Radio
fucking.
Shack, but it's owned by a cell
It's
phone company.
well, I thought it was some fucking Asian Sheila, and she's basically running it out of a garage now.
No, it's owned by some fucking cell phone company. I'm trying to remember the name of the company is. Sprint. It's owned by Sprint.
Huh.
And the reason why, and here's a really dumb story. Radio Shack was facing financial trouble. Oh, for fuck's sake, George Floyd is trending now on Twitter again. Okay, we're continuing on. Radio Shack was in financial trouble. And Sprint was like, you know what? We want to put our phones in your stores because you're an electronics company. We sell phones. Phones are in electronics. Ergo, here you are. And they were, Sprint was like, oh, hey, this is going to be a great idea to get younger crowds in and get them interested. You know, we're going to give them a point of entry. And so eventually, Radio Shack became a brand synonymous with just selling cell phones. And then eventually, they turned into just a cell phone boutique, then got shuttered, and now the Radio Shack's been broken up. So they're still owned by Sprint, but you can find Radio Shack components, like Radio Shack branded components, in like there's a hobby store out here called Hobbytown, and they carry Radio Shack components. And they carry Radio Shack components for everything. And they carry Radio Shack components for everything because they also do remote control car sales.
Yeah, that was another one that used to be like a thing. Like, you used to get like, say, the Tommy a Hornet or something like that, but it was the kit. You had to actually build the entire fucking car and stuff. But then they went to like you bought it and it was like the infant version of the remote control car. It was already thing. You just put the batteries in it and had the big goofy fucking dodgy fucking remote control thingy that only had like 2 functions, like forward, backwards, left, and right. But it looked like it had all these other buttons and shit on it and all that. And it was a really crappy fucking thing. It was all pre-assembled and all this kind of shit. And that was what they were going to, like all the pre-assembled, like all fucking pre-manufactured shit, and you couldn't build your own stuff. And like that's where they really fucked up in Australia anyway.
Yeah.
And even Dick Smith went the same way too, stupid bastard.
Yeah. So I can see. Yeah. My brain just.
But funnily
shut off.
enough, with Dick Smith too, he went and was going to release a range of like grocery products and stuff like that. So like, and he'd put his name in front of like some of the products, and we got a brand of matches out here called Redheads, and he brought his own matches brand out called Dickheads. No kidding, he did that.
There's no way you do that, like, not on purpose.
Yeah, he did that absolutely on purpose.
There's no way you accidentally go, I'm going to call this Dickheads and, be completely fucking just mashed potato brain.
No, that was the whole point here. Like, because
Yeah.
a lot of the other products were sort of kind of a bit like that too, where it was like, but they weren't as good as Dickheads.
We're going to be the Spencers of electronics.
Yeah.
I miss Spencer's. I mean, yeah, they still exist now. Do you guys have Spencer's gifts down in Upside Down World there, Ferdy?
No.
No? Oh. They sell like novelty shit. Like you can get a rose made out of condoms.
Oh well, yeah, we got a similar store called Granny Mays.
Granny Mays.
They got all those like novelties, like with the singing bass and things like that.
Yeah, it's not it.
Yeah,
it's like that, but edgier.
Yeah, you got like games like there's the Hens Night game where it's all just like fucking do tricks with condoms and fucking take shots out of the penis glass and fucking lick a fucking dick shaped lollipop or some fucking crap like that.
Yeah.
Like the racy card games like fucking like shit like that. Like, it's got those kinds of things. Like, you get an ornament made out of frangers and dick shaped ice cube makers and fucking all that kind of shit.
Oh, I've got an ice cube tray that's in a funny shape. You want to know what it is?
What?
It's the Ghostbusters logo. I don't know why I have it. I bought it one day and I'm like, I want this. And I bought it. And I don't remember where or when I bought it, but it was like someday.
What I want to do as a novelty? So they've got these kits, right, that you can make your own dildos out of. Like, you mold your own, like, it's like this tube with this, like stuff in it that you stick your dick in. You got a sticky and, like, makes a fucking reverse mold, and you pour this fucking bloody 2-part fucking substance in it, and you let it set, and voila. Did this for Susan.
Yeah.
So I just had a thought. Wonder if you could make a silicone mold of some Sheila's vagina that you make fucking ice cubes out of. I wonder what a cunt-shaped ice cube would look like. I wonder if people figure it out too. Jeez, what's this shape? That's something that fucking Gwyneth Paltrow can do. This ice cube looks like
Farty, here.
It's ice face like my vagina.
You do it in the dick shape and just drill a hole down the urethra. And then people can drink out of a dick shaped ice straw.
Oh no, you know what you do. You freeze the brine from a tin of tuna and it's like Gwyneth Paltrow's ice cubes. This one smells like my vagina. Actually, I'm fucking doing that. I'm no shit doing that. I'm gonna make a fucking ice cube tray out of silicone, fucking in the shape of some like. I know. I'm gonna go up to the fucking adult bookstore and get like some fucking fake prosthetic fucking vagina and make a fucking silicone mold out of it and like make ice cubes out of fucking tuna brine.
You fucking disgusting piece of shit. All right, I got another video here for before the end of the stream here. We're just gonna click that. Oh wait, I want the entire screen, so I want to share the audio. All right, I'm gonna play this in its entirety It's like
I'm actually going to start telling Sheilas I'm going to do that too, just to creep them out. It's like, oh, what do you got any plans? You're going to make a silicone mold for making ice cubes, but in the shape of some Sheila's vagina and
oh
start
my
some
god.
fucking freezing tuna brine
All right, so I'm gonna
just
play
for
this.
out of
I'm gonna play this 20-second long clip, and then you're gonna tell me what you think about it afterwards. All right, you ready?
Alrighty.
I will snatch their patent so that we will take over. And yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. It's the question is, do you have the will to do it? I have the will to do it. I will snatch their patent.
So there you go. She's talking about taking patents from companies
Eh.
that they legally own.
Well,
Mhm.
see, that doesn't usually work out the way that everyone think it does, because like the Springfield '06 rifle that the Yanks used from World War One up until the beginning of World War Two, before they
Mhm.
started replacing it with the M1 Garand, was a direct copy of the Mauser K98. And pretty much during World War One, they had a patent for the Mauser K98, which was the Springfield '06, but they still had to pay Germany. And then the Yanks just went, you know what? We're not paying the Germans, Mauser. You can go fucking stick it up your bum, suck my dick. Well,
Yeah. Still there, buddy?
government's fucking favor in
I
that kind
lost
of
you for a
instance.
second there.
What?
All right, you went mute for a second there.
Where did I go mute?
Toward the end.
Did you get the bit where Mauser fucking successfully sued the US government?
That part, yes.
Yeah.
But
So it doesn't usually work out the way
yeah.
that fucking she thinks it's going to work, because fucking cunts have successfully sued the US government for fucking having their patent stolen.
Yeah.
But then, sort of kind of like, yeah, she's going to say that, you got to fucking have half an idea that, she's only going to fucking do that if she's got the confidence of the Supreme Court and shit siding with them. So if you do come
Which
along and
she
say, hey,
won't, because they've got a full fucking bench of fucking pro Constitution fucking
well, there's ways around that. I
judges.
mean, they just tried to take out their political opponent. What's the fucking say that some crap just knock these cunts out of the fucking game for 4 fucking years, and they won't be back in 4 years. We won't see Camel Toe again. We won't see fucking this fucking tampon Tim again. Fucking in 4 more years' time, it's going to be a completely new regime, and all these old cocksucker, corrupt cocksuckers that we're trying to get now, they'll be all fucking gone.
Yeah.
So like that's where things might be able to be turned around. But if Camel Toe gets in straight away, it's fucking done. It's gone. That's it. Now they'll only have fucking coups and fucking all this kind of shit. So to try and make money, yeah, sure, it's fucking still fucking patents and all this kind of stuff. But fucking, it's not going to work out for you if the Supreme Court's not going to side with you. So they're
Yeah.
going to fucking figure that out first.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Um just don't finish the statement, Farty, about, something untoward happening to the judges, because I don't want to wake up in 2 hours, go, oh shit, the fucking Supreme Court justices were just assassinated one by one.
Well, what the fuck else do you think's going to happen in the communist dictatorship, son?
Sir, I don't want to hear about it right now, because you not only do you predict it, I seem to feel like you fucking will it into existence.
It's not so much willing it. It's just like I said to you before, man. You really need to see the fucking world from my perch at the moment. I fucking see everything, and this is like reading like a really, really horrific fucking daytime fucking drama movie. Like it's the script is that fucking bad. It's not funny, and then like I'm just
Yeah.
thinking some of the most ridiculous fucking things that you throw in the storyline, and they're happening. Because like, well, what's the dumbest fucking thing that can happen right now? Oh, I don't know. This.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, there we go. It just happened. Kind of thing. And it's just easy to read at this point in time, man. That's why I'm so
Yeah.
fucking adamant the world is the way it is, because that's exactly the way I see things from where I'm sitting.
No, I agree with you, but just don't fucking say it. You're giving people ideas. All three
Well,
people that watch this stream.
Cunts have already got the ideas, man. Like that's where I was saying about that. Like with the Trump assassination, I'd say that was probably more the thing that they'd fucking put the idea in people's heads with that
Yeah.
fucking Supreme Court fucking thing. And you got fucking Harry pissing and shit like that saying fucking, oh, now it's legal to do this, that, and the other thing. And then they started carrying on about, oh, well, we got to do this to Trump because he's going to do it to us. So some fucking wacko loon, fucking probably transgender monkey fuck who's got a mental health disorder, who's full on in the fucking the echo chamber of the Democrats,
Yeah.
thinking that like Trump is absolutely that bad, and I must do my part for my country and just take this fucker out. Well, you don't have to have a fucking government conspiracy and all this kind of stuff when you got enough loons that'll do something for you if you suggest enough as it is. I mean, fuck, we're on the fucking internet for fuck's sake. How often do we have to fucking say as fucking cunts on YouTube and shit?
No, you're
Don't
right.
try this at home. Because even though you know that like dumb cunts shouldn't fucking you shouldn't be dumb enough to do this, there's that one fucking idiot that's going to do something that's probably going to have every fucking dumb shit slag of fucking mother on the planet going, he watched your video and he did this because you did that, so that's your fucking problem. So now we've got to tell cunts not to fucking do stupid shit.
Yeah, you're right.
I was
No.
even aware of this when I first got on the internet too, because like,
Yeah.
you know, you had people doing this kind of shit, you know, fucking, oh, they'd seen something, so they want to emulate it and all
Yeah,
this kind of
jackass
shit.
anyone?
Yeah. And fucking,
Um,
you know, like I've even had to say this to people over
well,
the
yeah,
years, like, oh, fucking don't carry on like that. Some cunt's gonna fucking do it, and you'll get the blame for it.
yeah. So I don't actually think, for anyone listening, I don't actually think Farty is like manifesting this shit to happen. All right, it was a fucking joke when I said Farty don't finish it. Okay, it was a fucking joke for anyone listening.
However, I do joke about having Jedi powers, but sometimes they actually fucking work. I can change traffic lights. I have manipulated people to do things that they probably didn't want to do, like turn corners and stuff like that, and I can manipulate the weather.
Right.
So, yeah, there are days where I say, I'm going to make it rain today, and it's a perfectly sunny day, and it's fucking by the afternoon, it's pissing down rain. It's like, why'd you do that for us? Because I wanted to fucking ruin every cunt's day.
Right. Well, with that, it is time for us to head on out. Don't forget that the first weekend in September, we will be switching over to kick.com/exiledopinions.
What did .com do?
What's that?
What did .com do?
It's nothing compared to what Ping did.
Well,
What's that, Farty?
you said to kick.com.
Yeah.
Why are we kicking.com? What did that do?
Oh, well, just because. Because it's got nothing compared. It's done nothing compared to what Ping did. All right, so first weekend in September, we will be switching over to kick.com/exileopinions. Please get your shit together and follow us there. We will also be transitioning over from StreamYards. I want everyone to know. Like, I wanted to do it this weekend, but I said fuck it and didn't do it. We'll be transitioning to Discord for the calls, and this is just to make it easier for people to just kind of open up one app instead of going through like 5 fucking billion things and going, hey, what's going on? So we're going to be switching over to Discord as well in the next week or two, depending on, when Farty feels like switching over to Discord. Because I'm okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you are. I'm just saying I'm okay doing it with StreamYard or Discord. So like if I hop on Discord and I'm in the voice call in the group chat or whatever for the stream, and someone like hops on, that we'll be able to have them on the stream like right away instead of like jumping through hoops and shit to get them onto the stream. So until next time, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, don't forget all that other good news. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Farty?
Boobies.
Frank and Farty, they're a couple of jerks. Can't stand each other, but somehow it works. Yelling and screaming, it's all in good fun. 2 hours a week and then they're done. It's garbage, yeah, it's a mess. With Frank and Farty, you know the rest. Buddy Doku's gone, ghost in the stream. He's like Bigfoot in our podcast dream. Frank thinks he's smart, Farty thinks he's right. Put them together and they'll start a fight. Doku's hiding, who knows where. Probably eating snacks in his underwear. Nuke the site from orbit, it's the only way. Aliens got it right, we always say. Blow it all up, start it anew. But we'll be back next week just for you. It's garbage, yeah, it's a mess. With Frank and Farty, you know the rest. Buddy Doku's gone, ghost in the stream. He's like Bigfoot in our podcast dream. So thanks for listening to this crazy ride. Frank and Farty, always side by side. It's garbage, yeah, what a delight. We'll see you next week. Good night.